Every day, hundreds of khaki-clad tourists arrive in Kenya's national parks in search of the ultimate safari. They're not just interested in wildlife, they also hope for an insight into the indigenous culture. In most cases, money generated by these safaris ends up in the pockets of the big tourist operators, the main beneficiaries of Kenya's wildlife. Now, a community of enterprising Maasai, one of Kenya's best-known indigenous tribes, is combining its pastoral lifestyle with that of the modern tour operator. Unlike most modern tour companies, their mission is philanthropic. Profits are used to benefit the whole Maasai community. There's an added bonus. As people see the link between preserving wildlife and their own economic security, endangered animals are treasured rather than feared. Liwa Wildlife Conservancy partnered the Maasai in the project. They called it Ngwesi, the people of the wildlife. Like two other stories in Think Global, Act Natural, Ngwesi has been recognised by a new awards scheme, the Equator Initiative, set up by the UN Foundation and UNDP to mark the efforts of poor communities in protecting biodiversity. After winning financial backing from several donors, the Maasai built an exclusive 16-bed ecotourism lodge within a 16,500-acre reserve. Running it gives the Maasai much-needed paid jobs.
We don't have husbands, but we have children. Due to that, we are employed and we can support our children.
James Kenyanga is the guest relations manager. He explains how the money helps all 6,000 community members.
It has been boosted the community a lot in such ways like, we have lots of poor people in the community that they can't afford to send their kids to school. But nowadays, it's 100% that they can send their kids to school because it's guaranteed that bursary is there.
Good morning, school.
The cost of one night's accommodation will pay for a whole term of secondary school fees. So far, 53 children have benefited. 4 have gone on to study for degrees, and 1 is now a company director of Ngwesi. Facilities are better too. They've built a new primary school to cope with a 100% rise in school enrolment, the result of a 3-year campaign by teachers.
We have done a campaign that people should bring children to school because that is the only, what you can give your child these days is education. You cannot just leave the children to look after the animals, at least they bring their children to school, especially class 1.
Money from tourism means the community at last has proper communication systems, radio, roads and a vehicle, vital lifelines.